How's it going, guys? This is my, I guess, analysis on Bitcoin's price action within the next 3 or so days. And this is generally an exercise that I carry out when I start my day. And at the moment, there's a really good area for Bitcoin to be considering, and that is the midline here that we've just hit on the high time frame, right? And why this has a lot of significance in this, well, this channel in particular, is because it has been respected on both sides, obviously. And one, two, three, well, four as well, but rejected. 5, 6, 7 as support. 8. And now it's being touched for the 9th time. And am I saying, oh, that's the top? No, that's not what I'm saying. My other videos go over where I think the cycle may end. It could end maybe December or in between here and March. But something to be considering at the moment is positioning in alts and how alts will react to Bitcoin's price action. Obviously, here is a trend line from the other bull markets as well, and perhaps that's been touched on some exchanges, right? So there's confluence there. It's been touched. It's resistance. It is what it is. Not sure if we're going to teleport up to 100k. Maybe we do, and then we find this midline as support. But for now, I think that the current expansion, may slow down a little bit to everybody's dismay if you've entered late. But what does this mean for altcoins, which is, I guess, a lot of people's um, positions at the moment, or where people are most heavily positioned? And I think similarities can be found between this movement and our movement right now within the market. All right, there's similar price structure that we can see in our movements right now. So you can see the initial capitulation, the move there, and the 1, 2 highs that it makes before sending a expansion move to the midline, right? And it's worth noting how altcoins reacted in this moment. And let's have a look at that and compare it to now and what we can expect. And also use the context of BTC dominance as well as previous cycle all-time high breaks. And I can get around to the Bitcoin lower time frame at the end because we need to take it step by step. Don't rush. Calm down, take a chill pill, and let's figure this out together. All right, where are we? Are we here? We are here. I'll use Tau as an example because that's what I'm in at the moment. Oh, I had the 2 lines on my chart before and I've removed them. It's alright. Let's put them back on. Approximately here. I'll go slightly lower time frame so we can get these lines a bit more accurate. There. And there. Alright. So, at the midline last time, Bitcoin made its really huge midline rally, and a lot of altcoins remained sort of stagnant. In this case, BitTensor only moved 12%, and there weren't, huge rotations just yet into altcoins. Bitcoin does its big move to the midline, and then it starts to range. As soon as it started to range, that's when some alts started to pop off. We have like outliers at the moment, and I think they have been moving constantly with Bitcoin. And that would be the altcoins, such as your Pepe's, your, in this case, Doge as well. But now let's use the context of our current movements. Let's move it over. Let's go to the Tau current time frame. And let's draw some lines so we can see where this pump starts and where we are now, right? Where we are now is just literally the start of the chart, but just for consistency, we're going to use our lines like that. It does look and it does appear that we have been moving with Bitcoin, and this is a little bit similar to our previous all-time high break in 2020, where things do move, but just not with the same velocity or aggression that Bitcoin moves with, because obviously a lot of the liquidity is being sucked by Bitcoin, right? And not enough to distribute it to alts. However, what happens when the actual market base increases by a factor of like 38% and the price starts to stagnate around here? Attention starts to be drawn away from Bitcoin and it rotates heavier into altcoins because the value is still retained in the market. The Bitcoin value, however, is being transferred into other assets, right? Does this mean that BitTensor and other, assets are going to go upwards really quickly? And the answer is no. What we've seen in prior cycles is that during this period, and I mentioned this in my last video when alt season, is that there's usually a correction within Bitcoin within this region or somewhere in here, or could go deeper. I'm not sure. I'm about to go over that, but altcoins tend to take a lot of the brunt of that damage, and they can fall at least 30%, right, from the highs that they create. So we could see values down to here for BitTensor, right? And maybe that's a low retest here before it starts to swing up when Bitcoin finds a foundation here. People regain confidence and it starts to move up, and things could even not move up until Bitcoin makes its next rally higher. So the game here is just to remain patient, right? That's the outlook for, comparisons at the moment. Let's go to the lower time frame now for Bitcoin and have a look at the potential for price action. I'm thinking the 8-minute at the moment looks best for Bitcoin, most relevant for this particular type of move that gives us, oh my god, I don't think it matters. There you go. And I'll use Bitcoin here as well. Cool. Doesn't matter that I don't have the midline. I know where the reference point is. And I'm using my indicator, which is a fib 1618 projection. If you can figure out how to create it yourself, brilliant. If you want it, leave your trading view in the description. Oh, sorry, in the comments below, and I'll share it with you for free. But as you can see, there are very key similarities